Hello everyone, my name is Anton, and in this video I want to see if I can answer a question from one of the users here. In the comment section I have someone here, Randy. Looks like he's trying to, or at least let's go ahead and read his question. How do I select and organize project-specific Obsidian notes and export them into a draft document that can be edited into a finished piece of work? Thanks in advance to anyone who can shed some light on this. I can give one example of what I think you're trying to do. Unfortunately, I have not found a way to select the files, say in the File Explorer, and then do it that way. But one way you could look at potentially getting what you want out of here is creating a document, and let's just say this is the draft that you want to export, and then you link to the other files in the order that you want them to be exported or seen in the draft that you want to document. So if you have different chapters or anything like that, you can just organize those in the order that you want. But I would just go ahead and select a couple other notes here in this file. You can see that they're previewing here, and let's select one more. Go ahead, and in order to do that, if you don't know, just put the bang sign or the exclamation mark and then the actual link to the note that you want to link in here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick these two different ones. We can see that they're showing up here in this particular document, and if I go through it, it somewhat looks like it is one seamless document unless you hover over, and you can notice on this one where it has so much data, it does have this scroll bar on the side here, but that's the only way that it somewhat looks like it's not an actual document of its own. We can give this thing its own title. I'll just leave that off here and do whatever else you want to this document. But in order to export this in the cleanest way that I've seen is to use just the simple export to PDF. Now you can try to do the export to using Pandoc plugin, but I've seen this not to work well at all. And actually these linked basically references here is all that shows up in your export when you use the Pandoc plugin. So let's go ahead and look at this, and you're probably saying, Anton, I don't want a PDF. I want to actually be able to edit this thing after it's exported. I will get to that piece. So this is a 2-part or 3-part if you want to include making this actual file itself with the links to your other documents. But this is a multi-step process that you're going to have to do. So let's go ahead and do export to PDF. I will leave all the defaults here. Don't need to really change anything. I'll pick a location of where I want this. I'll replace any files that already are out there with that same name. And we can see here that a clean looking PDF has been exported, and this is what we really want to have exported, but in a way that we can edit this particular document, which we cannot do with the PDF unless of course you have some PDF editor, but this is not what most people are looking for. So let's move over to that next step, which is to take that PDF and turn it into something that you can edit in. And what I'm going to use here is Google Docs. You can use Word. I've used Word to, if you open this document just by going in here, you can right click on it and then do open with Word. I'll show you what that looks like. It doesn't look as clean as it will when I show you what it looks like in the Google Docs, but let's go ahead and show what this looks like. It will convert it into a Word doc, and you can see here that everything's been exported. If we scroll down, See, the images are there, everything's here, right? But it also brought in a lot of this probably unwanted formatting that you may not want here. So then you'd have to kind of clean things up a bit if you do not want this stuff in there. But this is doable if you want it in Word and you're okay with kind of coming in here and cleaning things up. If you do not want to use Word and you're okay with, say, using Google Docs, what you can also do here is let's upload that same file into Drive, Google Drive here. And let me come in here and find where did I put this. Okay, so it's right here. If I click on the three dots and I say open with, and we do a similar process like we did with Word, we open it with Google Docs and we will see what that formatting looks here shortly. And this is what it looks like right off the bat. Let me just dismiss some of the notifications. But right off the bat, you can see that this is much cleaner. This is a really clean conversion of that PDF into a doc format. So those are two different ways that you can probably produce the outcome that you want. It's not as seamless as in, clicking a simple export directly from Obsidian, but it still gets the job done. Now, if there's someone out there that knows how to do it a little bit differently, if there's a more efficient way to do it from Obsidian, please let me know in the comments. But if not, then I think this is the most effective way to go about getting that outcome that you were looking for, Randy. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And until the next time, have a nice day.